How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the first episodes of the True Ironman series. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little intro song, which is of course the newbie melody theme. I felt it was a nice way to start off this episode. Well guys, the adventure begins now. There's a lot of really cool things to achieve on this Ironman account. I'm really looking forward to what I can actually achieve. Now this series is going to be completely different from any other regular Ironman series, simply because of how I'm going to be training this account. Now for some people this might be a silly way of training it, but personally for me, the way that I'm going to be training it is going to be a way that people trained back then in the early old school days. People didn't really depended on, using shops a lot. They mostly tried to earn everything themselves. And this is why I'm so looking forward to starting this series, is because this is going to be a unique way to kind of bring back the old times of how people used to train and do things on their accounts. So this is why, like I said, I'm really looking forward to this, and hopefully this works out really well. So the first thing that we're going to do is to drop everything that we got from the tutorial islands. Now this might seem quite silly to do, but we did not earn those things, and we have to earn all the tools and all the startup items ourselves. So let's do that. So now that that's over with, what I would like to achieve first is to get myself a full bronze set. Now what I will need for that is a bronze pickaxe to start mining some copper and thin ore. Now to be able to get a bronze pickaxe, I would have to either kill some monsters, or I can pickpocket some ham members to get myself a bronze and an iron pickaxe, as well as they give a bunch of other supplies that I can use for later on. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start working on thieving, and as soon as I get 15 thieving, I'll see you guys as soon as I start pickpocketing some ham members. Now while I work on thieving, I wanted to share something with you guys. Now this ain't anything crazy, but it is helpful for those people that are starting off on thieving and really do not want to right click man level 2 to be able to get maybe 5 thieving, or maybe even past that. Now there's one man level 2 in El Carid that can actually be right clicked. So as soon as you guys change your options to be able to right click all the NPCs, then you guys have the ability to be able to just spam him, and it should be pretty easy. And like I said, this is quite a lazy way to train, but I thought I'd share this with you guys. And there's level 5 thieving. Next up, let's go to Varrock, start thieving some teas. Once I get myself 15 thieving, we'll start pickpocketing some ham members. There's level 15 thieving, which means that I can now start pickpocketing the female ham members. So let's go start doing that, grab myself a few pickaxes, and then I'll start doing some mining to get myself some ore. Just picked up myself the bronze pickaxe, as well as I managed to get myself an easy clue scroll, so let's go try to see if we can complete this. This is what I'm going to have to do for my first clue, which is pretty simple, so let's go start doing it. So that should definitely be the reward over here. Let's see what we get. Alright, managed to get myself a black full helm, which is nice, as well as a black dagger. Now that the easy clue scroll is completed, let's move on to start working on some mining. Now I'm going to need about roughly 190 bars to be able to get myself a full bronze set. Now the highest smithing level that I'm going to need to get for now is going to be 18, which is the level that you need to make bronze plate bodies. So let's start working on some mining and get ourselves some ore. All the ores that I need to be able to get 18 smithing is now mine, so let's start smelting all the ores, and then after that I'm going to start making myself some bronze armor. With these last 5 bars smelted, I finished up smelting all the bars that I need to be able to get myself 18 smithing to make the full set. Now before I start working on smithing myself the full bronze set, the first thing that I must do is to get myself a hammer. Now the easiest way to get a hammer is to kill some imps, so let's go to that. As soon as I get the hammer, we'll start working on the set. Alright, so this is going to be the last armor piece that I'm going to have to smith, so let's make the plate body. And there we go guys, the full set is now complete, and I can now use this to start training. Now that I've unlocked the full bronze set as well as a bronze weapon, I can move on to some iron equipment as well as an iron weapon. Now I'm actually not going to do that right now, I'm going to do that later on. Next up, what I would like to do is I would like to give myself some agility levels. That way my run energy restores much faster since I have to walk all over the place, and it does get quite annoying if the running energy restores way too slow. So I'm going to aim for about like maybe 20 to 25 agility or something like that, which should be an okay level to start off with. So I'll see you guys with some progress. Now that I've achieved level 10 agility, next up let's move on to the trainer rooftop course. Level 13 agility coming in. Now with that level I managed to give myself 100 total level, which is nice. So let's keep going and reach that 200 total level. Level 25 agility has now been achieved, and now that I got myself some agility levels, my running energy is going to restore way much faster, which is always really nice. Now the next thing that I would like to do is I would like to start killing some lava dragons. Now usually that would be pretty simple, buy a staff and buy some runes, but for me I'm going to have to craft those runes myself, which means that I have to do, first of all I have to start the Rune Mysteries quest, which is really quick. After that I'm going to have to mine some essence, and then once I craft all the runes that I need and get myself a staff, then I can start killing some lava dragons. So let's start working on these things. The Rune Mysteries quest is now complete, so let's start working on mining some essence. Now I'm not really sure how much essence I'm going to end up mining since I need a lot of runes for lava dragons. I believe it's roughly about like 100 something mines if I use the fire strike per kill, which is a lot of runes. So most likely I'm going to have to end up mining maybe like a couple K of essence, which should be a nice amount to start off, but I might end up mining more, maybe less. We'll see how it works out. So I'll see you guys once I mine some essence. With this last deposit of pure essence, I believe there should be at least 2k essence in total. So yep, just a little bit over 2k, which is really nice. Now that I mine myself at least 2k essence, the next thing that I'm going to have to do before I start rune crafting them into mine runes is going to be to get the mine talisman. Now getting the mine talisman shouldn't be too hard because I can kill blue wizards for that. As well as while I'm going to be killing the blue wizards, I'm going to try to get myself a wizard hat and a wizard top, which is going to unlock the first tier of the magic armor. Now for those people that didn't know, I don't have to give myself a blue skirt simply because it's not part of the magic gear. The blue skirt can only be bought from a shop, and it's not even a wizard skirt. A lot of people actually think that it's part of the set, but in reality the blue skirt doesn't even give any bonuses. This is going to be the plan for now. Now luckily I actually managed to make myself a ton of bronze knives while I was working on 18 smithing, which is going to be really useful against the blue wizards. But before I do head out and start killing them, what I decided to do is actually go and make myself a full leather set. I'm still going to have to unlock this later on to start moving on to some higher level tier range armor. So I'm going to go and start killing a ton of cows. Most likely I'm going to need probably somewhere around maybe 200 to 300 cow hides, and with that I should be able to get myself some nice range levels as well as a ton of crafting levels. Most likely I'm going to have to go, actually let's check this out real quick. So let's see, full leather set, let's go on armor, leather body, oh this is going to be the new gear. So let's see, leather chaps is 18. I believe that's the highest thing I actually need to do. Quiff is not going to be part of it because it's actually not part of the leather set, but I will unlock this later on anyways because I'm still going to use it. So the highest level that I'm actually going to need to get is going to be level 18 for the leather chaps, which is not too bad to get, so most likely around like 200 cow hides, maybe even less. Just finished up getting myself the first inventory of cow hides, managed to get myself all the way till 8 range, as well as 7 combat, so let's go 10 all of these and get ourselves some crafting gains. Man, I got all excited thinking that I'm going to start working on crafting, and I completely forgot that I'm going to need to get myself a needle. Now getting a needle is really easy, all I have to do is catch some baby implings. Level 9 hunter has been swiftly obtained. Next up let's move on to the next tier birds, which is going to be the copper longtail bird, and finish off level 17 hunter. 17 hunter coming in, so let's go start catching some baby implings and get ourselves some supplies to start crafting ourselves some leather. After hunting a bit for some baby implings, I ended up with a ton of supplies that I can use. This should be the last hide, and there we go guys, there's 18 crafting, which unlocks the ability to be able to craft the leather chaps, and this is going to be the last piece that I'm going to need. So do that, put it on, and there we go guys, there's the full leather set, which means that I can now move on to the higher tier sets. So let's see, now that I got this, let's move on and start killing some blue wizards for the mine talisman and the blue wizard set. Just got myself the mine talisman and a kill. After that I managed to give myself another talisman, which is pretty awesome since the drop of these is rare. Now the last thing that's left for me over here to get is going to be the wizard's hats, and I really hope I get it pretty soon because these guys are just destroying me. I literally have to eat about a cake and a half or two per kill, which is pretty crazy. So like I said, let's hope we get this hat pretty soon so we can start working on some rune crafting. I've just used up the last foods and sadly I did not manage to get myself any wizard's hats. I did though manage to get myself another mine talisman as well as 3 more wizard's robe tops, which is going to be nice for lava dragons. Now what I'm going to do, since I don't have any food to kill these guys with, is I'm going to go and just kill some imps for the wizard hats. First kill and I managed to get myself a wizard hat. How awesome is that? So let's start rune crafting. Just finished up doing the last mine rune run, and in total I managed to rune craft myself about 1.6k mine runes, which is a really nice amount to use for lava dragons. Now as soon as I finished up this run I managed to get myself 22 rune crafting, so I managed to get it to 22 levels while I was rune crafting mine runes, which is really nice. Now as soon as I got 22 rune crafting I managed to unlock 3 air runes per 1 essence, which is going to be great since I have roughly about 1000 essence left to rune craft, and that should even out to about 3k air runes, which should be almost the same amount that I need to use with mine runes. So that should be roughly about like 1.5k casts to use for lava dragons, which is roughly about like 15 kills or so, which is a decent amount of kills. So let's start working on rune crafting those air runes, and I'll be right back as soon as I finish them. Level 23 rune crafting coming in, which unlocks lava runes. Now I highly doubt I'll ever do these, but who knows. There's another rune crafting level, which is level 27, and on this level I can start crafting cosmic runes. All done, so that's 3k air runes rune crafted. Next up we're going to go and get an air staff and fire staff. After killing a little bit of fire elementals, it turns out that they use magic based melee attacks. Now that's actually pretty bad because the only thing that I can use against them is range. Now currently at my stage with 29 range, I don't really kill them fast enough to be able to save a lot of foods. I kill about like 10 of them and have to waste a full inventory of cakes, which is pretty bad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get back to mining, and I'm going to try to make myself a ton of knives to use against them. Now actually I'm not going to train on them as soon as I give myself the iron knives. I'm going to head to fire giants, and I'm actually going to train there most likely to like maybe 40 range, maybe a little bit past that, because I do need a decent range level to kill them fast enough to not use as much food. So that's pretty much going to be the plan for now. Most likely I'll end up mining about probably like 500 iron or so, maybe a bit more. I'm not really sure how long it's going to take, so I'm going to be mining west of Falador. I think that's going to be the fastest place at my current stage right now to mine it. So that's pretty much going to be the plan. As soon as I mine myself at least 500 iron, I'm going to, like I said, go to fire giants, train there. Hopefully I manage to give myself some nice drops there. It would be pretty nice. Once I get a decent range level, then we'll head back to the fire elementals. Just finished up mining all the iron ores that I need. Now I did end up mining 1000 instead of 500 because I completely forgot that the smelting chance is about, I think, like 50% or something like that without the ring of forging, I think that's what it's called. So might as well, mine more since I'm only going to probably get maybe like 500-600 bars. So I'll start smelting all these bars, make them into knives, and then we'll go start killing some fire giants. Level 22 smithing has been achieved, and I can now smith iron knives. Just finished up smelting the last inventory of iron ores, and total I managed to make myself 491 bars, which isn't too bad, so let's start making them into knives. There's level 33 smithing, so let's check out and see what we unlocked. Alright, so I can actually make iron plate bodies. I didn't even unlock it at this level, which means that let's make that iron full set. So let's see, let's start off with the full helmet. Alright guys, so I believe that's the full set. Yep, awesome. So now that I made myself the full iron set, I can move on to a steel set. So let's finish off the remaining iron bars. The last iron knife has now been smithed, so in total I managed to make myself about 2.3k iron knives, which should probably last me till about maybe like 45 range or so, which is a decent level to go and grab myself a fire staff, which is going to be the last thing that I'm going to need to start killing lava dragons. So let's start the Waterfall Quest to have access to the fire giants, and once I start the quest, do some steps, we'll start killing the fire giants. So I decided to switch from fire giants back to the fire elementals simply because I was just using up too many iron knives to kill them, and it really wasn't worth it because, like I said, the knives were using up really quickly and the kills were really slow. So I decided to come back here and try to get a staff of fire. Now I did get it right now, which is really nice, but it took me all the way from I believe level like 32. I trained from 30 to 32 on fire giants, and then from 32 all the way till 38 on these guys. Level 13 magic has now been achieved, which allows me to use the fire strike, so let's go start killing some lava dragons. This is going to be the first lava dragon kill. Let's see if we get anything nice. And we get some fire runes, one of the worst drops that you can get. Alright guys, this is going to be kill number 2. Hopefully this is going to be a little bit better. So let's see what we get. Just got level 25 magic and I can now teleport to Varrock. Rune Med Helm, that's actually a really nice drop, awesome. Here's going to be kill number 4, let's see what we get. And we get ourselves some chocolate cakes, quite useless. Kill number 5 coming up, let's see what we get from this kill. So we get ourselves some rune knives, another useless item. This is going to be the final kill for this inventory. I'm really hoping that I can actually pull in another rune item. A rune kite shield or a rune axe would be really nice, so let's see what we get. More useless range items, man. I'm not gonna use this for anything. That is going to be it for the lava dragon kills. Now I know I only killed about 5 dragons, which is a small amount, but what I would like to do is I would like to kill some fire giants to try to give myself a rune scimitar, which is going to be really important to get. So that's going to be the plan for now. I have about, let's see, 778 casts left. This should be a decent amount of kills. Might get lucky enough to give myself something nice, but who knows. So let's go kill some fire giants. Level 31 magic has been achieved, which allows me to teleport to Lumbridge. I've just finished up using all my mine runes at the fire giants and sort of managed to give myself all the way till 36 magic. Got some HP levels. Let's see what else I got. I think that's it from the levels. Plus with that I managed to give myself some nice jobs. Managed to give myself a mithril square shield, steel axe, which will be pretty useful until I give myself a mithril axe. Let's see what else. Got myself some rune arrows and then cuts, some herbs, as well as got myself a long bone, which is really nice. I can turn it in later on for some XP. Well, I believe that's everything that I wanted to do for this episode. I managed to give myself a ton of levels, got myself all the way to 38 range, 16 prayer, 36 magic, 27 rune crafting. Now I'm hoping in the next episode I'm going to keep on rune crafting and get myself till 35 rune crafting so I can get myself chaos runes, which will be pretty nice to use. The kills will be much faster with those. Now I managed to get myself some hunter levels, some thieving levels, crafting levels, agility levels, a nice amount of mining levels, and some smithing levels as well. Went up all the way to iron armor, which is pretty nice, so I can move on to steel armor. I believe that's everything that I achieved pretty much in this episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was really fun for me to make. I really enjoyed playing this kind of a style of an Ironman. It's completely different from what people do, and you know, it brings back a lot of memories on how I used to play back then. You know, back then a lot of things were so hard to get and money was so hard to come by, and a lot of times people, you know, didn't really buy anything and they had to achieve everything themselves. And this brings back so many memories of what I used to do. I remember I used to camp a lot of hill giants, which is pretty much what a lot of people did for money. Then I did a lot of other things, and then once I managed to save up myself enough money, I remember the first really good armor that I bought was full Zamrock armor, and free to play of course, and I remember I was so happy that I actually managed to achieve it. So you know, this is why I'm enjoying this series so much, is because like I said, it brings back so many memories of the good old days, and I plan to stick to the series, you know, from the beginning towards the end. Now this series will change as the time goes by. I will kind of progress more towards playing like a regular Ironman, since later on I'm not going to have to do all of these things that I'm doing in the beginning. So once again guys, huge thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys are looking forward for episode number 2. I'll be seeing you guys later.